Hey guys, Carla here. Welcome back to the channel. As promised, I am closing my budget from now on. Hopefully every month this year is my goal, but we don't know what happens. We'll see, but I'm definitely doing one for January. I'm closing my January budget. You guys saw that I did my last cash stuffing for the month of January, so everything here is almost filled, but we're gonna fill up all the missing pieces if we have to and count our sinking fund. We're also going to exchange bills in our sinking funds binder. So here with the debt tracker, I don't really have to do anything since everything is already filled up, but I do see here on the sinking funds, I will count all of these and see how much we lost and how much we gained in our sinking funds envelopes. But my sinking funds envelope or binder is my purple one right here. So I'm gonna count every single thing in here, and then I also have the green in my savings challenges, so that one is in my pink binder. So we're gonna see how much we have every envelope and we'll see how much we've gained. So I like to put the addition in like green and then the subtraction in red. I used to have like a little calculator that I have, like a little pink one, but I can't find it, so I'm just gonna use my phone. So here we have 1,030. So our last one here is 1,000. All right, so that's a $30 positive. So I'm just gonna write positive right here plus 30. And I just like to do that to keep in track of how much we are losing or gaining each sinking fund category. And then I just put this back in. And actually what I'll do is I'll take out all of my bills, especially the rent. The rent has the one with the hundreds and the bigger increments. So I'll take out the rent money and I'll count that later. But this is what I use to exchange my money with. So I'll see how much I need. So I need a 20 for this, so we don't have to keep going back and forth doing this. So that's what I do. So that's 1,030 still. I just made the increments bigger and then I just put it back in my binder here. And then the next one we have is medical. And here we had 170, so now we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So we had 190, so that's a $20 increase plus 20. And then like the same way, I'm just going to exchange these two 20s or these two 10s into a 20 here in the rent, since my rent has like I think 600 now. So we have 190 in here for medical, and we're gonna put it back in here again. And then gifts doesn't have a lot. I know I took out a lot in here, and we're gonna be able to see how much we took out actually. So it had 190. So now we have 20, 30, 40, and 50. So we're gonna take out these two 10s and find a 20 in here somewhere. So I don't think I'll have a lot of 20s for this. So yeah, I don't have a lot of 20s. Okay, so it's actually gonna be a decrease. So it's gonna be in red. So that is a 140 decrease. So that's a lot, but I did have a lot of birthdays and I kind of went a little bit crazy on the shopping, honestly. But I mean, my family were really happy and I'm able to give them this year, and I'll just remember next year who I went a little bit more out for and who I didn't, so I can kind of balance the two. Christmas had $60, so now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So we have 90, so that is still an increase of $30. Since I ran out of 20s, I'm gonna take this back in the rent binder here. And then I'm gonna take out the ones with a lot of 20s. I think electric has a lot of 20s, so I'll take that out and exchange these 10s into larger amounts like these 20s. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 90 for Christmas. And then family time also took a hit this time because I bought some clothes. If you guys don't remember, I bought some clothes when we went to the mall. So here we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So that is $100 decrease. Okay, and we'll switch these out as well. So it's just easier to count when we do our cash stuffings. Car maintenance, I know we'll need 100 in here, so I'm actually gonna take out this rent money again, and I'll just put this on the side right here, like on the top, to separate them, because rent money is separate. So here we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 10, and 320. So we'll definitely keep that 20 in here, so we'll have 100 here. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and I'll take the 100 in the rent and replace that to 320. So we have 320. So that's another $30 increase. It's pretty good. It's like a back and forth, honestly, but I never really used to touch my sinking funds because I feel like I have to stash money in there. But I also have to remind myself that I save those money so I don't have to use anything else like my credit card or my cushion. So that's why they're there for, and that's what I used them this month. But I also have to pace myself when they don't have that much in there. Alright, photos will have, so photos has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and $90. So we're close to 100 here. And then we'll have 200 left. Okay. 90. And then we had 50 there last time, so that's $40 increased. And I know Mia's birthday only has $50 in there. That is my budgeted amount there every month, and I do have 50 in here, and I had 0 there last month, so we'll put 50 with a positive 50. Alright, so that is it for the sinking fund. So we already switched out the bills, and we also counted how much is in there and jotted that down in our tracker for our sinking funds. So now we're gonna go to the pink binder and we're gonna count our $1 savings challenge and exchange any money in here. So I know we have a couple of ones in here. So last time we had $38. So now we have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. So I'm gonna change out this. I'm gonna take out 34 and change this into a 20. So let me make sure that this is a 20. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We're gonna change that out into a 20 so we can have smaller amounts in there, so it's not like accumulating too much and it's not too thick, but I'll still have the $1 at the front, so we know that it's the $1 savings challenge. So this is $54. Alright, so this is when I will need my little calculator. So 54 minus 38, so that is going to be a $16 increase in that category. Okay. And it is a little bit thinner, so that helps out the binder so it's not too heavy. Alright, $5 savings challenge. We will count how much we've gained here. Last time we had 278. That must be wrong, because it can't have 278 because it's a $5 challenge. So let me make sure about last time. 278. 275. So I misput that. So we had 275 there last time. So now we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I have 325, sorry. So let me exchange 325 and let's change this to 100. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So this is my rent right here. So I'm going to put the 100 in there and take out 100 to put in here. So I have 1, 2, 325. And you will see my head pop up here because I can't see. I have to be able to be really close to the paper. So we have 325 minus 275. That is a $50 increase with just saving up little $5 here and there throughout the month. So that is really good. I think that went really well for us, even though last paycheck we only put one $5 bill in here. So I'm still really happy about that, and I'm really glad that I took out the $10 savings challenge. I just wasn't able to put money in there at all. But the $50 is a little bit more of an intentional envelope that I do budget for. So here we have, well, we had 1,650. So we have the 1K slip, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, and 50, 800. So let's switch out these 250s to 800 if we have it. We don't have it. Oh, we do, okay. I was gonna say we should have it. So we have 800, 1,800 in this binder. You don't see the 50 here, but that's okay. We'll put a 50 there next paycheck, which is next week. So I said we have 1,800. So that is, let me make sure because I'm not very good with math. 1,800 minus 1,650, that is a 150 increase. We are killing these savings challenges, and you can adjust your savings challenges if it's not working out for you. If it seems like more of a stress than it is like a positive in your budget. So that is that for counting. And now what we're gonna do is gonna move on to, oh, actually let me count. We'll total this out first. We have 1,030 plus 190 plus 50 plus 90 plus another one. We have 320. We have 90, 50. We got 54. We have 325, and then we have 1,800. So we have broken the 4,000 mark because last time we had 3,000. So we're still on the positives. So you have $4,089. So these sinking funds I will touch if something goes wrong, like even Mia's sinking funds. If something goes wrong and we need that money, I'm gonna touch her money, and I'm sure she'll understand in the future because it's something that we have to get done if like something goes wrong, like a really bad emergency. So at least we have the money saved up into categories, but if we really need it, we'll pull from all of these. So we'll have 4,000 to pull from, almost $4,100 to pull from if we really need to. Now we're gonna total our income for the month, and I told you guys in the beginning of the month That was like my first video here that I wasn't expecting a lot coming out from January, but surprisingly we worked really hard and pulled money in here. I didn't even have my YouTube paycheck in here, but my YouTube paycheck, I always try to kind of recycle that into making me more money. Like I use it to buy more products. Like I bought a bunch of sticky notes to sell, and then materials for my shop. Like I buy my sticker paper in bulk with that money. That's why I don't show you guys that anymore. But next month actually, or this month, I won't have a big YouTube paycheck anymore. It's gonna be like around the hundreds. It used to be like 500, but since I switched over channels and I'm taking a chance on separating the channels, and hopefully it'll make me a bigger income in the future, it'll be better for me. So I'm taking the chance and we'll see how it goes. So it'll be a lower paycheck these coming few months for my YouTube. If you're wondering why I don't budget my YouTube, is because I just use it for materials for my shop, or to buy printers or silhouettes if I need to. It's like a backup money. So here we have, again, you will see my head pop up here, sorry. So here we have 680 for the first week. The second week we have another 680, and then we had 805, and then here we had 967, but that's because I included the $200 that I received from my sticker club from you guys, and that went towards my debt. So 967 plus 400 from my sister's contribution to my rent, or to our rent. So we have 3,532 that went into our budget this January. So I'm really grateful that we had that. And then we have our debt. So we have 197 as our like minimum amounts that we have to pay for. So let's see here. So we have, this is where I track my debt. On the bottom you don't see it, but we'll see how much we have. So we have 50 here, and then we have a 5 here, and then another 50, and then 51 is what we budgeted for. So that was 156 plus the 189 is what it says here. So even though it says 197 here, because I don't see the amounts of the minimum amounts that I have to pay for every credit card until they kind of update. And right here they don't update when I put this down, because that's in the beginning of the month. So here is what the amount is for that. So it's 189 plus the 156 that we budgeted for. So that's 345 towards that, plus the 200 that you guys helped me out with. So that's 545 that we put in towards that, even though the envelope only has about 356. The minimum amounts went in with my debit card, so that's what these are. So I have my Candence, Capital One, those are all debit cards, and my student loans isn't taking money out quite yet. I think it won't start till April for me. Alright, so my phone is 160. That is correct. Insurance is, yes, 110, around 110.56 I think, but I just round up to 111. Gas is 100. Wi-Fi is 120. Well, it was like 116 point something, or yeah, 116, but we're just gonna round up to 120. Subscriptions is 28. Rent is 907. Electric is 160. So we're just gonna add all of those up. So 545 plus 160 plus 111 plus 100 plus 120 plus 28 plus 907 plus 160 is 2,131, and I'm gonna put that right here too. And then for our food, we did spend 400, and then allowance is 360. That is correct. Sinking funds, actually I'm not quite sure. So here we have 30 here, plus 70, plus 110, plus 70. So that's 280 for sinking funds. So it is about the same. So 280, I just kind of did it differently. So that's correct. Miscellaneous is 40. Challenge, I have 150 for that. So let's add all of them together. We have 400 plus 360 plus 280 plus 40 plus 150. So that's 1,230. And put that on the bottom as well. So 1,230 plus 2,131 is 3,361. So our income for the month is 3,532. And that's why it's not matching, is because of the savings. So I haven't counted our savings in here for the month. So our savings for the month is right here. It's our emergency fund. So we have 50, we have 10, we have 50 and 51. So that's 161 for our savings contribution. 151, and then debt is 545. All right, so that is it for that page. And then I think that is it for everything. So as you guys can see here, I've been tracking my spending on our cushion, and there is a lot of transactions here, and there is a lot of them that we don't pay and a lot of them that we do pay. I also keep on track of the bills that comes out of our cushion because that's where I have it taken out of. I know some people do have their bills taken out of a credit card. I just don't think we're disciplined enough to do that quite yet, to use our credit card to pay for our bills. I'll do that once we're all like credit card free and we can just use it for bills. So I just know we're not going to be disciplined enough to do that. But that is it, guys, for this time. What I can do right now is I can take out the money from these envelopes, so take out all of the bills, but I do that separately because I have to wrap them all in, like, what do you call these, like these little plastic thingies or these rubber bands. I wrap them differently to where they need to go, like rent needs to go to money order, and then my husband's phone needs to go to my in-laws, so that one's different as well, and then I just need to separate that differently. So what I can do is, yeah, those are going to be 3 different piles. But I also take out the money from the debt snowball and put that, like, a little note there how much it is. And then the emergency fund will go with the bills that goes back to our cushion. So that's what I do. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope I see you in the opening of my February budget. And also I had a little giveaway for my 1K giveaway, so check out the previous video, like towards the end, to check that out. So if you want to enter, if you're a new subscriber. But I will close that giveaway by next cash stuffing, since it's not really a big giveaway. So I'm just gonna give it a week since it's only like 1 item. But yes, I will see you guys on my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye!